So as you may already know, I'm going to be doing a new build soon utilizing the Ryzen 9 3900 XT. This processor gets hot. My previous builds have been on the Core i9 9900K. This processor gets real hot too, and air cooling doesn't do the ticket very well. But, so what does, right? I'm going to be using the Arctic Freezer 2 280 liquid cooling unit. This all-in-one bad boy is a closed loop unit, so you don't need to refill it every so often and everything. But let me stop talking, let me get to this unboxing, and as I'm doing the unboxing, I'm gonna talk you through all of it. All right, so again, here she is, the Arctic Liquid Freezer 2 280 liquid cooling unit. Along the front, Arctic 2-year limited warranty, the QR code. Now we can see here the two 140mm fans and the pump itself, along with the radiator in the background. It includes Arctic MX4 thermal paste. Along the top, nothing much there, pretty blank. Along the side here, we can see some specifications. Some more specifications here, and then just some more information about it. All right, so obviously this does AMD and Intel. For Intel, it cools the 1150 and 1200 series, the 2011-3 series, 2066, and AMD AM4 processors. Let's do the small stuff first. So in this box, sounds like some of the accessories. Okay, little Arctic pamphlet here. Thank you for choosing Arctic. Not happy, Arctic support. Little QR code. I can't tell. It looks like maybe a magnet. And then it looks like we have some CPU brackets here. Back plates. This would be for 11 series processors. These are some mounting clips. Okay, these are going to go so that you don't scratch any of the surfaces with the screws for the screw holes. And then a bunch of different screws and everything. Then here they bring a little container of Arctic MX4 thermal paste. This is good for maybe 2 applications, maybe 3, definitely 2, and more than 1. All right, and let's see what more. All right, so then here we have the pump itself. Very cool looking, kind of futuristic pump looking as well. This is a 40mm fan that goes anywhere from 1000 to 3000 RPMs. That is controlled by the PWM on your motherboard. Now this little teeny tiny fan is a VRM cooler. It's not going to 100% cool all your VRMs, but it will help to cool them down a little bit. And then we can see that the air comes out around here. Okay, so that's going to blow that air onto your VRMs, and then the Arctic logo right over here. And look at these beautifully sleeved tubes. Now these tubes are 450 millimeters long. And then, by the way, I did forget to mention, this has amazing cable management. This will be the only cable you need to use inside of your system, and it's gonna go plugged into the CPU fan header. So awesome cable management here. Again, you just need that one cable. Okay, and getting in a little bit closer to show you the surface, the copper surface of the unit. I'm leaving the sticker on there just for now, since I won't be installing it right now, but during the install, I will remove it. But just to actually, let me just show you how nice and shiny it is right now. Beautiful finish, very smooth. But again, I will be getting that in the build and showing you exactly how to do it. If you don't watch that video, just make sure to take that off. So that's why I'm not afraid of touching it right now. So the cable goes from these fans through the braided tubing, coming out through here. Again, just making that so much nicer. I think they did an amazing job here. Now, these two fans are Arctic's P14 140 millimeter fans. Their RPMs are anywhere between 200 and 1700 RPMs, again controlled by the PWM in the BIOS. It has an airflow of 72.8 CFM and 2.4 millimeter H2O static pressure. These are utilizing fluid dynamic bearings, and it is only 0.3 sewn loud. Now, I have not used the 280, I've used the 360, and it is amazingly quiet. All right, and just being very careful not to drop it. You can see the Arctic logo here on the side and the radiator. This is an aluminum radiator, and the radiator is 317 millimeters by 138 millimeters by 38 millimeters. So this will fit a lot better in a lot more cases than the 360. The 360 is a huge beast, but you know, it cools very well. I don't know just how well this cools yet. Obviously, I'm just doing the unboxing now, but we will get into that a little bit more in the build. We're also going to be going into overclocking, so we'll definitely get to see how well this cools. Now, the pump and the VRM will consume anywhere between 1 watt up to 2.7 watts. I will be bringing you a lot more on this during the build, and then of course testing and everything, and then also providing noise levels and everything for you, as I do with all of my other videos. So thankfully it was an uneventful unboxing, no issues whatsoever, and now you can see what I will be cooling the 3900 XT with. And I will be doing a lot of testing, so stay tuned. In my next few videos, I'm going to be showing you how to build utilizing this liquid cooling unit inside of your machine. Then I'm gonna be showing you overclocking with it, and then the performance and the noise level as well. So stay tuned to ThisBytesForYou to get all your information, and a lot more coming soon. Iggy out. See you guys.